Hey guys, so I got some new supplements in this week. I finally was able to get Jeff Long's supplement line, like a pro. With me today, I got the EAs, the non-stim pre-workout, and his intra-car workout. Dude has tons and tons of reviews and credentials and science behind the stuff that he promotes and has. What's cool about this dude is he gets back with all his followers or fans. It's very rare these days to hear back from an actual athlete, let alone a CEO of a company. It's not very often. But what I'm trying out first, I'm taking one scoop of the EAAs and see what that tastes like. I got the lemon lime. No, I'm sorry, I didn't get the lemon lime. I got the cherry lime. So it smells great. I did one scoop. It's 20 grams. I measured it out. I'm a stickler. I trust the dude, but any product, I've always weighed my stuff out. I want to know if I'm getting an actual true scoop or not. And poured it, dumped it, came up 20 grams. The label says 20.2 grams. I'm not gonna, whatever. 20 grams on the spot as soon as I dumped it in there. So this is the cherry limeade. Real clean. It reminds me of the, if any of you guys remember, it reminds me when No Explode first came out from BSN. It reminds me of the lemon lime one they had. I think it might have been just lime. I don't know, but it had a green bar at the bottom of the BSN label. And that's what the taste reminds me of. That brings back some memories. That was good stuff. Real clean. Nothing really sitting at the bottom. You can see the crystals in the water as it is. If I had to be a stickler and be honest with the review, has a tad bit of chalkiness to the back end of it, but going down, it's real good. Can't complain. Tastes like cherry limeade. True cherry limeade. There isn't the flavor. One doesn't supersede over the other. You can taste the cherry. You can taste the lime. Goes down real smooth. Legit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give the non-stim one. So I actually got the non-stim. Also got the pump focus with the with stim. But I've been trying to get away from stimulants here lately. Give my body a little bit of a break. But I want to be able to try both. But today I'm gonna roll with this one. I'm gonna leave that there. Once again, I'm gonna measure it out, just because I'm a stickler like that. I typically never measure my water out, but for all intents and purposes, if I'm gonna do this right, I want to do it correctly. I usually just eyeball my water to ratio with powder and stuff like that. It's usually a good go. All right, cool. So with this one, we're looking at 18.9 grams per scoop. So powder in here is real thin, looks great. Although it kind of reminds me that if you don't keep a good closure on this, the powder's gonna harden up because it's so fine thin that what happens is when so much air gets into the powder, it starts to harden up. So don't leave it open very long. Cool. Let's see what this looks like. Let me get this on the grams. Cool. right, so I've got a pretty even scoop right here, full. You can see that. So probably a little off. That full scoop I just showed you, I did kind of compress it down. So it came up as 16 grams. I'm just gonna put 2 more grams in there so I can get a full serving, 18 grams on the money. And I didn't use very much. There we go, cool. Throw the water up in there. Typically, when my supplements, I would just throw everything in one bottle, a shaker, shake it up, and I just chunk it back and not really care about the flavor. I'm all about numbers and what's going in. I could care less of how the taste really goes. You know, 15 years of taking supplements, you kind of get a feel for what is expected. These are good. Flavor is on point, man. I'm throwing ice in there. And then this one we got here is the lemon lime. You see that on there? Not too much of a potent smell compared to the EAAs, but you can catch a hint of it. Ooh. Yo, that is damn good. I like sour. That is sour. Not over exaggerating, but like I didn't expect that. You usually see lemon lime and it doesn't. Hey, this is 100% on point. This is damn good. Oh, dude, that's unexpected. I didn't expect that taste. And with my purchase, I did use Afterpay. I didn't want to spend a full chunk on that, you know. Not that we don't have the money. I don't have the money, but cost effective, it was worth doing it. 4 bottles came out to be like $55 over 4 payments. You can't beat that. I wish a lot of other companies would use that aspect. I get why they don't, and you know, but I don't know how that goes into play with the company and with Afterpay. You know how Afterpay's, how much they're taking out of that. I haven't researched that. I will say the only other company that I've used Afterpay with has been Redcon One, which is really cool too. I've done a big chunk purchase on there before, and it, you know, 4 payments, it was like nothing. But this was at a good price. I actually got 20% off. Kind of work the system. If you throw your supplements in a cart and kind of leave it alone for about a few hours, typically Like a Pro Supplements is pretty cool. I don't know if Jeff is doing this or if it's automated like that, but this is a really cool feature they have. Is that I put all my supplements in a cart, and probably about 2 to 3 hours later, they'll remind you, hey, you left something in your cart, just like all companies do. Well, then you got another one that says, hey, take advantage now, we'll take off 20%. And like, you couldn't beat that. So like, 20%, hell yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that. So I turned up, I mean, the stacks, I got the stack of the BCA, the Pump Focus stem, and then the intracarb workout. That was a stack. The stack was already discounted. And then I got this separate just because I wanted to try it, because I've never had a non-stem pre-workout before. I have high caffeine tolerance. I've abused myself over the years, but this is freaking phenomenal. This tastes amazing. And just a disclaimer, guys, I don't represent Jeff Long and his line. Like I said, it's just been advertised forever and ever, and I've fucking just taken a chance to finally purchase it. I'm gonna be honest, it's expensive, it's pricey. He has a good market, a cost on these, and they're not cheap. And I know why. I can understand why. Like, dude, this is a 20 ounce bottles here of the pre-workouts and the EAAs. Dude, this shit is filled to the top. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is filled to the top. Typically, you get a pre-workout bottle that's half this size and probably that much bigger or that much less bigger, and it's 30 scoops. And the scoop is probably like that big. You know what I mean? His scoop size, and it's funny. I mean, that's not small. That's not small at all. You know? I'll use this for just example. So this is my my fade out, but the fade out from Redcon 1 is the same scoop level as their pre-workout. Look at that. So you gotta wonder, and Jeff advocates this a lot, how much you really gotta use out of your other supplements to get the true numbers to reach that you're actually getting a true serving. You think about it, those other small bottles, it says, hey, 30 scoops, 40 scoops, 25 scoops in some companies I've seen before. And it's like, you probably have to take 2 to 3 scoops to get equivalent to what's recommended base-wise for your intake. And I never took that into consideration. And then he pointed it out, and it just made a hell of a lot more sense. So I'm all about getting my best bang for my buck. And I'll be honest, this line and Jason Huzz's line, Steel Supplements, are like a top tier, in my opinion. You guys can agree to disagree on that. I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm not here to advocate this is the best thing on the market, but this is probably one of the top 3s I've taken over the past few years. Dude, this is so good. That is tangy. That's real good. And then here in a minute, I'm going to go ahead and try this intro workout. I will leave a review after my workout. I didn't really plan on working out today, but I kind of knew these were coming in today as well, so I'm kind of just probably going to do something simple, but, get the most out of it. I've actually been fasting since yesterday as of probably about 7:45 p.m. It's about 4:50 right now. Haven't eaten. The only thing I've had here in the last 19 hours has been water, of course. I've had a 20-ounce cup of coffee. And I've had a fat burner. A thermogenic, it just kind of is more of a mood enhancement. But I felt great. I love fasting. I do it about once a week. This is going to be a damn good kickstart for me. Going to take me out of all my ketosis and all that. I really don't care. But I love training fasted as it is. In my opinion, it's beneficial for me. Been drinking plenty of water, so my fluid intake is great. Got a liter of water here as it is, so like this whole bottle itself is taking up 2 of the servings I've done for the pre-workout and the EAAs. I think we're gonna go ahead and go do some shoulders and some arms. Definitely get some calves so I can think about Jeff Long's calves while I'm doing this shit. Guys, I do have a following page on Instagram. If you guys want to follow that as well, it's at XLMMZ, which are pretty much just my initials for my name. But be sure to go follow. I always leave stuff on there. Also, give me a follow and check my stories out. I've always got something entertaining going on. Finish this bad boy up. So I've done 8 ounces with each serving so far of water. My recommendation, probably kick it up to about 10 to 12. You know, the more water, the better, but I just did 8 just to kind of keep this intact. But a little bit powdery at the end of this one. I didn't put enough water. Cool. So now I'm going to do the intro workout now. And then what we're looking at says 38.16 grams. And all these are 30 servings, by the way, just so you guys are aware. They're all 30 servings per container. Yeah. Cool. So let's get this set up again. Cool. Yeah, 38. So as you can see, another full scoop. A little above, but hey, it is what it is. About as close as we can get it. Let's go ahead and get this out. Cool, so we got 35, 3 grams short. Man, I can take that all day. And then with the 38 grams, we're actually gonna be getting about 25 grams of cyclodextrin, which I'm a big fan of. I've used Formula 19 from Blackstone Labs. Not a big fan of that one. This is the third one I've done that has the dextrin in it. Let me get this shit out. Cool, perfect. I feel like it just doesn't shuttle through as quick with the Formula 19. But I will say Cluster Bomb, and then what is it, NutriBio or BioNutro or Nutri? I can't remember what it is. I've only used it once, but their strawberry kiwi one is bomb. That's a real good flavor. Those are the only 3 that I've had with the dextrin line in there. So I was excited to definitely use this one as a fan favorite. And then I'll go ahead and so this one's going to be with 8 to 10 ounces of water. I'm going to go ahead and throw 10 in this one this time. Cool. And then I got cherry lime with this one. So next time I mix together, like all this is going to go perfect. And I like the flavors he picked out on his line. They're all either pineapple, some type of lime feature, whether it's lime, cherry lime. Although this one I won't try. I may do a review on this later. This one's the pink starburst, so I have no idea what this tastes like. Nice bit in there. Out the way. And I will say this, guys, I'm actually making this more difficult as far as taste goes because I'll be honest, I never stir my products ever. I always throw them in a shaker and I just shake it up and I'm out the door to go to sip on it. Another thing I used to do, which I no longer do anymore, which was stupid of me, but I mean, I knew why I did it. I used to just shotgun my pre-workouts. But I don't do that anymore. It's just, that's not for me. I will say, fasting, I can feel all this. You can feel everything going into the system of the stomach and everything. I can feel it creeping up already. And I've been at this probably the last 20 minutes with you guys during this review. So cherry limeade, pretty good smell. Tastes good, smells good, tastes good. I'm about to taste it. Has more of a sweet flavor to it. makes sense. It's the carb workout. I think the EAAs and this are gonna go bomb together. That's gonna be a good mixture going down together since they're both the same flavor. You can tell the difference between the two. This is more on the sweeter side. So if you're, you like sweets preferably, this one would be for you. I don't remember what other flavor he has. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I think it's the pineapple one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm letting it sip through. It's a little, kind of sits in the back of your throat for a minute. But yeah, this is good. Nothing really sitting at the bottom either. No fillers, and he advocates, no fillers, no artificial flavors, coloring or dyes, 0 fillers, and the dude stands by his product. I can see why now. I said, man, I used to follow Jeff Long at probably. I remember seeing him in my first what magazine was it? MD magazine. And dude's calves were just like out of this world. I was probably about 21. That's 10 years later, man. And this dude's doing some amazing things. I like that he's a family man. Takes care of business. The dude sacrifices a lot. I don't know him personally, but based on the stuff that he, promotes and talks about and writes on his stories, you ask him questions, the dude's dead honest with you. That's what I like about him. He's always got his kids, on social media and, stuff like that. So it's another reason why I wanted to try all this stuff out, man. He's got a good little similarity to myself. I just don't own my own company. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Again, this is just, all intents and purposes. I wanted to do a review. This will be my first of many thing. I don't know what I'll do next, but we'll be using this for the next few weeks. Again, we got the outsized, non-stem. And then we got the with stem. Look at the two right there. Pump focus, outsized right there. So I'm excited about that. And then BCAs and EAAs. First time trying EAAs. I've always done BCAs. And then last but not least, intracarb. So I'm excited to give these three a whirl today. Like I said, I will give a review on workout, how I feel, mood, all that good stuff, so you guys can keep up with that. By all means, feel free to leave any comments down below. Feel free to check out the Instagram page again, XLMMZ. And hopefully I can start making a better effort doing this YouTube stuff. All right, guys, appreciate y'all.